Alright, Leo. Welcome. Madame will see you now. So, Leo, what is going to happen now is that we're going to have a card reading. And my role in this is that I'm going to be showing you pictures and saying some words. And if you're lucky, and of course we are lucky, they will be forming stories. And this is my part in it. And no, I'm sorry, Leo, it was a long day and Madame needs time to refocus. Alright, so I was saying, Leo, that was my part in it all. Now to your part, because you also have a very important, I would say crucial part to play in it. And this is, Leo, that you are going to be deciding whether these stories are yours or not. There are 7 pieces of information, as I call them, and there might be 7 stories, there might be less, because sometimes they just complement each other and make one story or several shorter stories. And what you're going to do, if you would like to, obviously, is that you will look at them and think if you want to make any of those stories your stories, because you don't have to. This is the beauty of it, this is the magic, this is the power that you have. Because if you look at a story and you see that it's something that looks familiar, but you don't want it, you don't want it to have it, so you just leave it here and you don't take it and you leave it behind it, you forget all about it, and it's not your story. If you see something that's familiar and you like it, then you say it's my story and it's your story. Or if you see something that is not familiar but you still like it, sorry, I nearly threw over my glass. Bear with me for a moment. Madame is also just human. So if you see something that you don't know but you like, you take it and make it your story, because you and only you have the power to do it. So that's it, Leo. What else do I have to tell you before we begin? Oh yes, so if you want to say thank you, please like the video, only if you want to. You can subscribe to the channel, you can recommend it to somebody, share it, up to you, you don't have to. You can also say some thank you to somebody else around you, smile at somebody, do something nice in this world. There might or might not be a link to buy me coffee, so you can also buy Madame a coffee. Madame likes coffee. If you don't like the reading, if you don't like me, if you have a bad mood, whatever, there is a dislike button, and you know what? It is a perfectly valid emotion not to like something, not to be content with something, not to agree with something, and please don't bottle it up. If you feel like it, hit the dislike button. So there's that, and let us begin, Leo. We have 6 of Pentacles, we have the 3 of Cups, we have the Devil, the old friend of Leo's from the last reading, the Cheetah, the Bridge, the Bridges, and the Moon. Okay, so if you've been following in the previous episodes, there was a story about somebody who was obsessed with somebody else's life. Not necessarily because they're a stalker, just because they got, I don't know, maybe something from their emotions, something, and because this person is an empath, They just got infected with this mood. So what I'm seeing here is that this person is trying to escape it. This person is reaching out to its friends and trying to find a balance in this situation. Good for you, Leo, if it's you. I hope it's not. But I see some progress in this situation. If it's not about the story from the last time, or if you're too lazy to look at it and it doesn't ring a bell for you, I hope it doesn't. And speaking of bells, if you hear a bell because somebody or something is ringing a bell, please always make sure it's your bell it's ringing. So if it's not about this situation that I mentioned, it can be, Leo, about merely a situation where you were stuck and you're trying to escape it, and you are reaching out to people to help you with it, which is a very good idea. We have a Page of Pentacles. We have the Star in the reverse. We have the Justice in the reverse. We have the Cosmic Egg in the reverse. We have the Fish and the Heart in the reverse. Okay, here is somebody who is too concentrated on their creature comforts. Eating well, sleeping well, material stuff like nice clothing, nice cars, nice stuff in general, money, and it's okay for them, but it's really they are neglecting their emotions. They are neglecting their emotions, they are neglecting their connection with their... I don't like the idea of soul, so bear with me here for a second. They don't have a connection with their true self. They lost themselves chasing the material well-being. This is what I see here. It's not on a large scale, and they're feeling good, which is good because, I mean, you can be noble, you can be creative, and you can be starving, and it's not helping anyone. I mean, probably you'll be the next Van Gogh of the next century or something, but for you, it's gonna suck, basically. So we don't want that. At least, I mean, up to you. It's not on that scale. But I think that here somebody chasing material well-being is neglecting their emotional and personal, as in personality, well-being, their true self. Something like that. All right, let's go for the next one. Sorry, normally I stand when I'm filming, and today I feel like sitting, so it's a bit awkward. We have the Hierophant. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Two of Cups. We have the Octopus. We have the Coffin, and we have the Whip in the reverse. Something is coming to an end as planned, and you're eager to move on to something else. I mean, it looks like some sort of a process is being completed. Maybe it's like you're inheriting something, or the change of generations, like, you know, your parents are handing over the family business to you. Something like that. And it's kind of it's nice, it's full of nice emotions, it's full of passion, it's expected, as I said. It's an end of one period in somebody's life and the beginning of another, which is cool, but don't be too obsessed with it. Don't cling to it. I'm sorry, I've been saying the word obsessed connected to the you too often recently, so I'll switch to clinging. It's nice to inherit something. It's nice that people hand over something to you to take care about it. But don't rest on your laurels. Do something with it. It's a nice story here. It's a nice energy. Just a little warning. Just because you get something doesn't mean that the story is over. Okay. What else? If I manage to pry off the card from the table, which I might not, I did it. So we have the Five of Cups. There must be a reason why I call Swords Wands and why I call Wands Cups, but I'm not a therapist, so I have no idea. So we have the Five of Wands in the reverse. We have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. Good news is that you are not too fixated on material stuff. We have the Two of Wands in the upright. We have the Beaver in the reverse. We have the Sun in the upright and the Man. Yes, you will be for a while enjoying something that you received and just, chilling and not doing anything. But I think you will be too bored about it. And you will start having new projects. You will start having ideas. Pay attention not to spend everything. I'm full of warnings today, Leo. So the warning for this story is it's totally cool to enjoy the stuff that you got in previous story. Lucky you, you deserve it. The thing is, don't spend too much. And I'm also getting something here that you might be spending too much to avoid something. If it's about some inheritance, say some relative died and you got some stuff inherited, and you have some relatives who didn't get stuff, and you feel like you have to share with them so they don't get upset or something. Make sure that you know what you're doing in this case. So I see here somebody having plans and maybe paying somebody off not to be in the way. Make of it what you will. Okay, next one. We have the Six of Wands. And of course, it's swords. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Ten of Wands in the upright. We have the Moth. We have the Woman in the upright. And we have the Park in the reverse. So yes, it feels like you're having some interesting plans, projects, something, some light that you are directing your way towards. It might not be easy, but you're like really concentrating on pushing through it and just going there, leaving some other stuff behind. No warnings here. You might be not feeling social right now. You might be very, focused. I'm avoiding the O word here. You might be focusing on your target. You might be very hardworking to achieve it. You might be very persistent a little bit, not as cautious as you could be. And yeah, you're embracing the change that comes with it. Also, I'm speaking very funny because I moved the microphone, so I'm trying it out. We have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. We have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Emperor in the upright. We have the Crocodile in the reverse. We have the Ship in the upright and the Fox in the reverse. Yes, what I'm seeing here is that you are, I'm sorry, I have to say the word, obsessed with a new idea. And you're just moving forward because you know better. No matter what everybody's saying, no matter what other people try to address to you, you know best and you do what you know best. Is it wise? I don't know. It doesn't say anything about it. It just shows that you just go for it, throwing caution to the wind and just going there. What I'm also getting here, Leo, is that you might be doing it not because of passion, but out of spite. Because you think, I don't feel here like, this fiery passion. It's something else that is animating you here. All right. And the last one, we have the Death. We have the Magician in the reverse. We have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Butterfly in the upright. We have the Cross in the upright and the flowers in the upright. I think it will be whatever you are trying to achieve, you will achieve a change. I'm not sure it's exactly what you're going to achieve because I'm seeing here some mixed feelings. Of course, the flowers is about nice stuff, love, affection, beauty, you name it. But cross is about the burden and the ending. So maybe you are working towards something that you didn't realize what it really means to be there. Let's say you want to have a job and you get it, but you didn't realize how much responsibility you have in this job. If it's a person that you want to date, yes, but they are really high maintenance. Emotionally, financially, I don't care. I see really like the material resources being not exhausted, but really not at the top notch, because you might be overspending stuff. You might be not really in control of your finances or even your physical health. But I feel like more finances and just, like energy. And yes, I see that you get somewhere, but you don't really know what to do with it in the end. Overall, Leo, let us see. So, speaking of the last week's story, you're getting out of it. I see you being very concentrated as a separate story on material stuff. I see you enjoying something that you got because it's like lawfully yours, like an inheritance, something like that. I might see you trying to pay off some people just to get out of your way. I see that you have in you obsession. I'm sorry, I have to say this word again, but it really looks like this, that Leo, you just need something to run towards. And you really run towards it, you rush towards it, you just leave everything, don't listen to anyone, you just go for it. I'm sorry, I'm nearly falling asleep here. Not because it's not interesting, but I'm just tired a little bit. Yeah, and because you're Leo and because you're cool, you're going to achieve it. Thing is, you're not really sure what to do with it when you achieve it. That's the thing, Leo. So yeah, I have to say I still like it much better than your last week's reading. Good luck, Leo. Be careful with your resources, and Madame will see you next week.